And you're live.
I'm live. Well, after way too many decongestants and a little bit of suggestion that I should probably work on the Adepticon display board because Adepticon's in 10 days, here we are.
I'm actually pretty proud of you
You
for
proud of me?
working on the display board before the night before.
I mean, this one's requiring a little bit more labor of love than I thought it was going to. It's definitely gotten a little more
In depth.
than I was originally planning.
It
think
is
it's
more
gonna
in
come out
depth
well.
than any of us would have thought, indeed.
But it's coming out well so far.
Yeah.
So-
So explain to people what you have done so far while I check that the sound and everything are good and the way they...
All right, so I am working on a 4,000 point Warhammer 40K team tournament display board. And what I'm doing is we are making a Imperial Palace, a cathedral, something cool and epic with lots of inlaid stone, inlaid tile, and that's what I'm working on right now. So if Eloise could kick me over to the top-down view, I'm currently working on a courtyard where I'm just laying a bunch of individual stone blocks. I don't know how zoomed in it is.
I can zoom you in a little bit more if you want.
Yep. So where my hand is right now, this is a fountain with a lieutenant on there because you can never have too many Space Marine lieutenants. And this entire squared area and all the way up to here is going to be covered by stone brick, which I'm just using out of project foam from the dollar store. And I just bought some more, so I'm going to be cutting a whole bunch of it and just laying little pieces of stone one after another in a decorative pattern. And then we're going to let it fully cure before texturing it with some tin foil. That'll probably be later tonight. I don't know if the stream will last that long. This is going to take forever.
It will.
This little bit's taking about 40 minutes now. So, and Eloise, what are you working on?
Wait, I am not fully ready yet. You can keep talking about what you're doing.
So yeah, I'm making a 2-foot by 4-foot Imperial Palace with insulation foam wood, and we are making towers. We're going to be carving in stone, laying in like marble slats, doing all sorts of stuff, and making sure it's destroyed so we can put all the armies on. It's going to be 2 stories, so we'll have a courtyard. We'll have the base level of the Imperial Palace. It'll have a second floor about 10 inches up with some damage into the ceiling so you can see down. It's
22 centimeters precisely because I know centimeters and not inches.
22 centimeters. I think that's about just shy of 10 inches. It's like
Yeah,
at 9
it's
3/4.
just a little bit shy of 10 inches. And what we are doing on my screen, and we are going to go back and forth, we are getting inspired by Notre Dame of Paris and the church in my little hometown. If you guys are nice, I'm going to share the screen later to see what the inspirations were. But that's basically the... Ooh, she's very happy to see me. That's basically the front of the what did you call that? A cathedral, palace,
Yeah, palace.
church.
It might be a church. It might be an Imperial Palace. I don't know yet. It's something.
A big fancy building.
It's going to depend on how much time, love, and energy we end up actually putting into the project before Adepticon.
Keeping in mind that I also need to learn how to play Tau, and we learn how to play Tau on the table where Brendan is building the display board currently.
Yeah.
So it will be fine.
We'll be all right. There's an RTT next weekend. We're just going to throw you under the bus, and you'll be able to be a master of playing 40K in no time.
Sounds about right. So the way we are looking at it, we have 1, 2, 3 big doors at the bottom of the building. Then we have, here is going to be stained glass. Here is going to be stained glass. And here we are going to have a big rosas, like you have on Notre Dame.
A circular window of stained
glass. And it is going to be, I don't know if you can see the Imperial Eagle with stained glass. So we have some pre-cut windows that we're going to put stained glass behind. Yeah, there you go.
We have
So
columns being 3D printed right now, so we can get some columns.
we have columns being haphazardly 3D printed, if I'm honest with you.
Failing?
Not all of them are going to make it through. Ooh la la. Yeah, not all of them are going to make it through.
That's why we did a trial run.
But it's going to be okay. So I'm going to put you with both. Brendan a little bit bigger than my screen, just because I'm doing some finicky stuff and it's not really interesting.
I don't know what's... Laying little pieces of foam is way more finicky than what you're working on.
Let me make you bigger. There you go. What's wrong, dogs?
You know, it's Sunday. They're probably hungry. Daylight savings time is confusing them. It's confusing me.
Daylight saving times is for sure a thing. Alright, so there we go. So I'm going to keep an eye on chat.
All right.
Roll, baby, roll.
And you're gonna have to let me know if there's any comments, because I am so far away from the computer.
I am not going to let you know if there is any comment. It is going to be a surprise.
Surprise!
So you can see Brendan and you... Okay. Hey!
So you're carving out stones on those buildings?
I will be carving out stones on these buildings. I am currently not quite there yet. But I think, based on where there is glue leaking, that I need to stab. So we had the bright idea. Let me take ownership from that one.
This is 100% your
This
idea.
is 100% Eloise's idea. For structural integrity within the foamy thing, I thought that it would be a good idea to put expanding foam inside, that it would have some structural integrity. Unfortunately, the foam is drying on what is touching the air, but it is not drying inside, and it randomly just pops.
Yep. I woke up this morning to check on the expanding foam, and it had exploded all over the place. And I
It
managed
was
to
just
get
very, very happy to see you.
I managed to get it all over my shirt, and that shirt's a goner.
That shirt is a goner.
Sacrifice for the greater good.
For the gods of Adepticon.
We're playing Tau, though, so for the greater good.
For the greater good. Up, so we're going to...
So if anyone from Adepticon's watching this, I'll gladly take a t-shirt, because I destroyed one of my shirts because of your event.
Is it because of your event or because of your wife's terrible ideas? But it is giving very...
Oh, it's structurally sound.
Like, it fell more than once, and it's not going anywhere. It is...
The problem is it's just not curing at all.
It is curing. So, this is roughly what it's going to look like. It is looking weird at the top right now. That one mostly... Yep, let's do that like that. That one mostly because it is going to be ruined. So, not all of that will be used. Actually, it's going to be...
We'll probably destroy one of the towers and have rubble and ruin on it. The other one will have a roof that'll be pointed.
And we are going to use...
Well, we can hear it.
Ow. And we're going to use that for the stained glass, putting contrast paint in the cells to make it stained glassy.
Yeah, it's some textured plastic from Home Depot. There's a couple different patterns and designs. We just went with one that would be visually appealing at a small scale, but
Trying to at least Up. So, now I can go back and cut the can. Where are my hands? Okay.
Where are your hands?
But where are my hands? I feel like a
How are your hands?
How are my hands? Actually, blue, because I'm a toddler and I used
Marker.
marker. So my hands are blue, but no cut so far, which for how long I've been playing with the blade this afternoon. Daddy must be so proud. Up.
I'm impressed. I mean, you thought I was going to cut my hands.
Okay. I thought you were going to cut your hand. Because to make, I zoomed you in a little bit too much, but to make this, okay, to cut that, which is going to be the second layer, the
roof.
The roof of the church slash cathedral slash fancy people building. Brendan is using a sawzall in the air, not on a table. Like
it was firmly supported by the floor.
At a 45-degree angle with the other half up in the air. Yeah,
I didn't want to damage the floor.
Hashtag safety first.
Yeah. Well, I'm not, if OSHA was watching, it'd be a problem, but OSHA wasn't watching, so.
This is a real thing.
Unless you're secretly working for OSHA now, and I didn't know
If
that.
I am secretly working for OSHA, I'm doing a terrible job. So let's go. Whoosh. I keep saying let's go and then squirreling myself into doing other stuff. I just want to make sure that we are set up in a way that I can see what I want to see. There you go.
I think the biggest concern is sound quality.
I checked sound quality. We were good already.
Well, no. It's if the thing is the speakers are plugged in, it's going to be buzzing like it.
No, because your wife is an engineer, and I added a sound filter.
Oh.
And there is no meep.
That's pretty fascinating.
I know. Trust me, I'm an engineer.
You are an engineer.
No, joke aside, there is a filter in the sound settings that says filter high pitch noise. So I clicked on that.
Well, hopefully it's working because it gets pretty loud. It sounds like a swarm of bees is about to murder me. And we all know that I'm allergic to bees.
I mean, I know it. You know it. I don't know who else would.
Anyone watching this stream would know.
No.
Because they almost murdered me during a battle report stream.
Really?
No, it was just sounding like bees. And I made the joke that they were trying to murder me.
Oh, you're blurry. You, sir, are blurry. Okay. Whoosh, whoosh. Ah, la 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 la. Oh.
Yeah, because we had it set to autofocus based on the height, and you zoomed in.
Oh no, it's because I zoomed you in. Like I wanted to see your pores.
No one wants to see those.
Well, I did not say that anyone wanted to. I just said that I zoomed you in as if I wanted people to.
Well, good thing I don't have a bald spot yet. So
let me zoom you out a bit. There you go. And my vision. Is it better? Yeah. Yeah. You're significantly less I mean, I love you and I love seeing your each and every single cuticle, but
I don't even want to see that.
It is not needed right now.
That's how we scare people away. Now, if we were on only cuticles, we'd be fine, but...
There we go. There we go. We should be good. Oops. Nothing got broken. I know that it sounded like it.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. But look who is keeping me company. Hey, you.
There's a blizzard.
Yeah. You want to say hey? Hey. Who's you good?
I mean,
You're like, hey.
now you're having jealous dogs.
Now we have a jealous dog. I don't know if you can see. Toot toot. Toot toot. There you go. Do hates pictures and videos with a passion, so I doubt. Can you do whatever it is you're doing on the TV so that people don't have just the weird noise?
Not done. Watch out, blizzard. Watch out. Watch out, buddy. I know you want to cuddle. All right. So what I have now is a piece of foam core, poster board foam core that you get at the dollar store. And it's perfect for making these little stone bricks. It's also great if you want to do like wall decorations on terrain, because you can do a lot of texture and effects. I've used this stuff for basing materials. I've used this stuff for terrain. I've used it for, I mean, really, that's it. But it's really good because you can texture it with tinfoil or rocks. You can make it so it looks like cobblestone or looks like brick, and it's cheap because you could get an entire sheet, 2 foot by 3 foot for $1.25. The one that I found at the dollar store today was broken in half, so they charged me 50 cents for it. So that's kind of cool.
Are you using the ruler? Yes, you are.
I am.
It's okay. We can find another
I
way.
asked you if I could use the ruler because I had to make bricks, and you're like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't really need it. I can freehand it.
I have a plastic ruler.
No.
One of those 9-inch deep strike templates. You use one of those.
Yeah, nah.
So my goal tonight, probably not on stream, but just tonight in general, I'd like to get all these stones, pavers put in, and textured, so I can Mod Podge this entire board, so I can start gluing on more interesting things that needs a better bond. So in order to do like sidewalks, I get some plastic sheets, or if I do plastic bits, I want to use a super glue, because wood glue doesn't really work that well for that. But I need to protect the foam, so I have to seal the foam in Mod Podge, and it takes about 12 hours to cure fully. Totally missed that. Is anyone joining us?
Someone did join, but then I faffed around with. Ah. There you go.
Hey, at least we got an excellent connection. That's a change.
No, ever since I fixed it,
Ever since we determined that your computer is way better than we thought it was.
The computer was not the issue. The user was. It was a user error. Trust me, I'm an engineer.
All right, so tell me a story, Eloise. Tell me about what you've learned playing Tau so far.
What did I learn playing Tau so far? Everybody moves 10-ish, but the people who actually have legs and one of the big tank who move 12. Everybody has 14 wounds, minus the people who actually have legs and the one who moves 10. 12.
Ghost Kills don't have 14 wounds. They have 12.
Ish. Close enough.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Like the Sky Rays have 14, the Riptide has 14, the Hammerhead has 14,
They've good enough.
the Devilfish, who moves 12, has 13, and the Ghost Kills have 12. So, do you enjoy Adepticon?
Do I enjoy Adepticon? Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Why do you enjoy it? What makes Adepticon interesting for you besides, because you could always just go to hang out, but you choose to actively play, you choose to hang out. Like, what makes Adepticon
I
enjoyable for you?
choose to actively play because you guys needed a warm body. And
Say it ain't so.
as long as because Sam stood you guys up because real life is real. Being a grown up is not always fun. As long as my heart is in the right place and I show up and roll dice, you guys are happy with my performance.
I mean, you won best sportsmanship one time, so
No, I want best sportsmanship at
not at Adepticon, but at a different event.
yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
It's because I have boobs.
It was their first tournament, though.
No,
I know. Michigan GT was.
it was not my first tournament. Actually, I don't know if it's because I have boobs or if it's because I treat people like they're human beings.
Kindness goes a long way. I think this is my 10th Adepticon. It's either number 10 or number 11. They did, not have the event for 2 years because of pandemic response. And then there was like 1 year I didn't go because my job was mean and they don't like fun. Like I had all the vacation time and everything and I had the money to go. And they just said, nah, you can't go.
That sucks.
And then I got sick. And then I took off 10 days off work. So I had COVID before it was COVID.
But not
Literally all the same symptoms.
really.
Yeah. Muscle aches, fever. Yeah, I was dying. I was sick for 10 days.
That's the flu.
Well, it was gross. I didn't go to work. So the thing that they wanted me to do, I didn't end up even doing it. So maybe I should have gone to Adepticon. At least I would have had fun before dying.
You would have had a good reason to be sick. Oh. Okay. Well,
So for people who are looking at this technique and being like, you're a glutton for punishment, I am a glutton for punishment. This takes forever. Now, an alternative to this is using the same material, and you could take a pen, like a ballpoint pen, and a ruler, and just draw in the bricks. And that's what we'll be doing in the XPS foam, which is the pink and green foam that we have.
but it does not yield the same result.
Not quite the same. This, by cutting it and individually laying each piece, it allows me to show depth.
So this is what it looks like. Not here. This is what it looks like with when you engrave it directly on the thing, and it does not, like, it's not the same at all.
Yeah, they can't see that at all.
Yes, they can.
You'd be better off showing it on your camera, I think.
Up. There you go. This is what it looks like. And it's, oops. And it's not the same 3D effect. And since it's Adepticon and people actually care, actually, we can compare that to that. There you go. Whee! I'm sorry, Doggo. There you go. that to that. So that is the effect of drawing it directly on the thing. And that is the effect of putting it in 3D and then putting caulk between it. And Brendan wants to go with that effect. And I did not break that display board when I moved it. You guys cannot see it anyway, so it's okay.
I know you broke it. You didn't break it by moving it. You broke it before.
I broke it. I did not break it. You mentioned you did columns.
And they're like, ooh, column. You just snapped it off.
I thought the columns were removable because the trees are removable. And the columns were not removable.
Oh, they're removable if you apply enough force. I didn't do it.
Everything is removable when you yank on it. Hey, Mr. T! Probabilities here says go blue.
Go blue? You know, that doesn't offend me as much as does Brad.
Blue is the blue Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see the supercut of Brad saying go blue like 900 times?
I did not. Wait.
Yeah, there's a supercut. It's not all of them, but it's a fair few of them, and it's just funny watching like 5-minute video of Brad just saying go blue, just because I know how much he hates Michigan.
Why does he hate Michigan?
Because he's an Ohio State fan, and they're sports partners.
Oh, the training that I had was in Ohio.
Yeah.
And they gave us a little container with 4 Buckeyes in it.
Oh.
And I was very, very, very happy. You know my love for...
Were they like chocolate covered Buckeyes?
Yeah.
Were they from Mally's?
No.
Yeah.
They were not bad at all. They were from local chocolate place 901.
In the middle of
That's
nowhere.
funny because I would have chosen a very different shape for the pavers.
Yeah.
I would have made them less long, but...
Well, I'm going to have to cut them to fit certain spots. I have short ones, I have skinny ones, I have long ones, fat ones.
I'm the fat one. Oh. So, next time that I say I 100% can cut the eagle for the display board, that's not a problem and it's super easy. Please shoot me in the back. Take me out back and shoot me. And Mr. T says he's about to go walk the dog, but it looks like we're making progress. Yeah, compared to yesterday, yeah. Yeah. Very much so.
Well, yeah, I sent him a picture of just like making pavers, and I have made a bit of progress. And we even, stopped at the dollar store because I was running out of foam.
And the dollar store is next to the ice cream place.
So we had to get ice cream. Like, there was no choice.
I mean, when in Rome.
I would have gotten in a lot of trouble if we didn't get ice cream.
100%. Okay. Yay! Okay. So we got that done. There you go.
You all right?
No. It's not quite going like I want it to. And it's mildly irritating because I know that we have a laser cutter, and I probably should laser cut it instead.
The laser cutter. We have the technology. We've only used that laser cutter like one time.
But if I leave people with just the Aquila here, and then I go work on the computer too.
Where did Eloise go? She left for an hour. She's gone. Oh man.
It's going to be a little bit awkward well, not for me, but. So how big is that? It is.
Well, do you want to work on something else? Not the Equila? Like,
Well, that's my next logical step,
I
if I'm honest with
actually,
you.
if you want a suggestion, you could do the doors.
Yeah.
The doors are literally just balsa wood. You know, you
And stick. And stick. Yeah.
it doesn't.
I
it
think
doesn't
I'm going to do that with the laser cutter because it is extremely
finicky.
time-consuming, finicky, and trying of my lack of patience.
I was impressed that you wanted to take that on. Like that's
I know, I was impressed too. Mr. T says that he's going to walk the dog and listen to what we're saying. Additionally, he is asking what fashion is the display board for. We're playing Tau. In parallel of that, I am learning how to play Tau. But you know what we play Tau on? This table. So we need Brendan to be done with the display board before we can practice playing.
Yeah, plenty of practice in. We got that one game, you know, like.
I got one game. True, that's more than enough practice for a faction that I have never played.
Yeah. You know, just it'll all work out. I believe in you.
I'm about to ask a question that I know can be taken out of context, so I'm trying to know how I can phrase it. Do you need the wood that is standing on the table? The answer is yes, yes. The answer is no, no.
So, we kind of went through a revision change, and
Many.
I was going to use that wood to do the mosaic pattern on the floor, but now that the palace is bigger than it was before, the wood isn't sufficient.
So
Theoretically, yes, you could use it.
this was idea one. Let me make sure that this was idea one with the churchish, a path, and a little church, and now we are looking at
We're upscaling it just a hair.
We are looking at a Notre Dame-like kind of building. It was meant to be here a level of gargoyle-like statues, like of the 10 Primarch in a blank space baby to write the 10th boy's name. But we don't have enough room here. So that will not happen.
So the discussion became, all right, if you look at any cathedral, it's an issue of scale. Like, cathedrals by default are just massive buildings.
I mean, yeah.
You know? And, like, in order to do some of these effects, like, I think it'd be really awesome to, like, have heroes of the Imperium all around the building, and...
But how do you model them?
Well, you'd probably 3D print it.
I mean, we can.
They're just too big. Like,
but you can scale them down so that they are. Actually, we have that 1.5 inch.
See, probability is learning to play Tau. You know,
Playing Tau is not easy because you guide, then you cannot shoot. But then for 1 CP, you can shoot and guide.
You can shoot and guide.
No, if you shoot, you cannot guide.
Correct. It's just an order of operations.
Yes. And it is leading my brain to being extremely confused.
So the print fail?
Not all of it. Some of it, very much so.
That's the spirit.
But why, though? It doesn't make sense.
What, did you stop it, or is it still going?
It's still going. We're gonna get what we're gonna get.
Well, worst case scenario, it completely messes up, and then it destroys the thing again, and then we have to clean it out, and Then we just don't have columns. Or I go to a wedding supply store and go buy some.
You got a blank space, baby.
So you want to use those to make the doors then?
I like the circle thing. If I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to
The scale is way larger than I originally thought it was going to be. So.
Yep. So I need 3 doors. Balsa wooden chains. No, not you. Old people plastic. No. Thin ice cream wooden sticks. There you go. Thin ice cream wooden sticks. I'm not tripping. Up. I can do it. Actually. No, yeah, you're right. Wood is fine. So, looks like that we have fixed most of the streaming issues that we had because the sound issue is fixed.
Good.
And the stream dropping issue is fixed.
That's good too.
What was the third issue? In and out of focus, that is fixed too. Internet drops, that is fixed too. Look at us! Aren't you glad you married an engineer?
I am the goofiest engineer I've ever met.
It's not that hard. Engineers are rarely goofy, so...
I know, that's why you're the goofiest one I've ever met.
Up. That's a fair statement. Is the display board for the Tau, or do you guys have a commission? No, it's for the Tau. For the Tau army.
So all the bases I've been doing that are in that mosaic pattern have been for my friend Justin, who wanted to use Tau for Adepticon, and we're going to use his army, and I needed to make a display board to match. So I'm modeling this in a way that will complement his army's bases and show off, some of the display board building skills. I don't know if Justin's going to want this at the end of the day because he's flying in, and this is so massive.
It is. Yeah, it is huge.
It's a big boy.
I'm going to show you the
bases. I think they're saved on the computer.
I wanted to show the inspiration.
Hi, Blizzard. What you doing?
Notre-Dame de Paris, Rosa de Rosaceux et Basilique Sainte Sophie. Sophie intérieure. There you go. So, his inspirations were in order of appearance. Screen share. There you go.
And then you have to choose Chrome.
Yeah, but first I'm going to zoom you in. So that you're still in the corner being purdy.
It's so nice having someone else work on the camera and I can just work on the project.
Trust me, I'm an engineer.
And you have more technological know-how than Brad.
Which you make it sound. He actually has a lot of know-how.
He does.
He chooses to not use it. Which is okay, We're all grown-ups, we all make choices. But I am a firm believer that Brad plays technology dumb so that he can get away with stuff.
Probably.
More than Brad, impossible. I know, I'm surprised too. Okay, so let's look at first Notre Dame of Paris. So Notre Dame of Paris, you have the two columns and like the top is like you have the roof here, then you have some kind of a balcony, and then you have the towers with more stained glass. You have the rosés, the flower thing. So that's basically what we're going for. Merged with the church from my hometown. Now everybody knows that my hometown is Cancale.
Well, internet safety.
It's not where I was born, so you cannot guess my password.
Wait a minute. That is not a good password at all.
It is not where I was. That's exactly what I said. It is not where I was born, so you cannot guess my password. You know, with the question, what was the city where you were born? So
I have a trick about that. The place I was born no longer exists. Checkmate.
Same here.
Checkmate, hackers.
A big door with a rosés in the center and a balcony at the top and the roof. And for the inside, since a lot of the bases that Brendan did are marble, you cannot have only the floor inside that's marble, because that you cannot justify that much marble, basically.
Oh, I can.
I can't justify that much marble.
It's gonna come down to how much I feel like painting marble. Like,
Yeah. So the idea on the inside is to get inspiration from Basilic Saint Sophia in Istanbul, where if you look, so the floor is marble, the floor is lava. The floor is marble, but also you have marble slabs on the walls. And that would, if you explode it, I'm not saying explode. I sound like I'm going down a rabbit hole. Do not explode Basilic Saint Sophie. But if you, it is a
it's
battle.
a world treasure, and you're just like, we blow it up.
Let me say that on the interweb.
No. So what I did do, though, because there's plenty of examples of bombed out cathedrals from World War II. You can look at buildings that have caught on fire, like modern day churches. Like there was one.
Well, you have very recent pictures of Notre Dame on.
Well, yeah,
after
Notre Dame
the
was
fire.
just on fire. So it'll be some good inspiration to see like how the stone cracks, how can I make it look damaged inside? Because ultimately Warhammer 40K is in a war zone, and if Tower in an Imperial Palace or Imperial Sanctuary, chances are things went tits up at some point in time.
I just really, really love that I said out loud on the interweb that we were too.
Okay. FBI incoming. If we get swatted, I'm going to be so mad. I'm not going to be able to finish this project.
If we get raided by the FBI before Adepticon. So that's the inspiration for...
Do you want to show off a picture of the mosaic bases just so we have it?
That's the
for people who
inspiration
may
for
not,
that.
for people who may not have seen it.
Yes. With that. Oops. Oh, you cannot see it. There you go. I'm on the watch list now. I mean, I've said a lot of stupid things on the interweb. I have zero doubt that I am somewhere on somehow a watch.
Oh, I know I'm on the watch list, and the reason why is because I have a master's degree, and the subjects that I was studying the master's degree, we don't want to talk about. So they are not internet safe things, even though it was like a solid decade ago now.
So, keep watching Brendan. Pulling pavers down.
We're making progress. I'm zooming through.
You are making great progress. I'll be honest with you. You are going significantly faster than I thought you would.
Yeah, I've had a lot of practice putting pavers down on little tiny display boards.
Fair.
Hi, Blizzard. I see you. Watch out. I need some water.
I'm feeling like a grandmother going on Instagram on the computer.
You don't have to go on Instagram. Just go on My Images. I have them saved because we did the website.
True.
Blizzard, I need you to move. I'm sitting literally right where you're standing.
The dog is not impressed.
He's not. Well, he wants attention, and I can respect that. Wonder if Brad's feeling better. He was doing pretty rough the other day.
He was.
I also like how Tutu's just low-key destroying a stuffed animal in the background.
He sure is.
Nothing to see here.
I don't know if you can see.
Stealth mode.
Like, "Rawr." Well, Blizzard is just chilling and being a good boy under my desk.
That's what she said.
Oh, not this kind of channel. Okay. Trust me, I'm an engineer.
Hey, that's what she said, or PG-13 jokes. I don't...
Oh, I feel like a grandmother. Oh.
I would just attach it as an image instead of doing a screen share.
That's way too rational.
I mean, we could do the complicated way. That's fine.
It's either I do it the complicated way, or I build doors. I'm going to do it the complicated way.
Yeah. At least you're owning it. How can I help? By procrastinating. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned till tomorrow. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to build wooden doors.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling it right now. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make wooden doors. So,
You're not.
Maybe. You're working late tomorrow?
Unfortunately, probably.
Yep. All right. Tutorial how to make wooden doors incoming. Because we also have to keep in mind that it is daylight savings time, so you have to go to bed an hour earlier than you're expecting to.
And I have to wake up super early tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that sounds like a tutorial incoming on how to make wooden doors.
I mean, I would love to tell you that you're wrong.
It's fine. I'm owning that responsibility right now, so.
Oh, I did mistake. Window capture. Yeah, I'm going to create a new one. I don't know why he does not want. Maybe I'm not better than Brad at. You know?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe we were all just very, very mean with poor Brad.
Nah.
When in doubt, nah.
I've known Brad for a very long time. The
So
the insults that I choose to use against Brad are carefully crafted.
Mr. T says, I can't wait for the tutorial tomorrow. So that's what the marble bases look like. Cube. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's. You're right. They do not look at all the same. Some of them are significantly more white than the others.
Yep. Which is fine because you have natural variation, right? So those are the ones for the custodes. Those are the ones I did for the crisis suits and tanks and stuff.
Yeah. That's gonna be okay.
They're just those ones are more green.
Yeah.
Which it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, they're just different. And anytime you do a project over multiple months, like it's very difficult to maintain the same colors.
Yeah.
Like even when I paint my own models, and I know how I painted them, like if I open a new pot of paint, there's a slight variation potentially. If I, you know, maybe I put a little too much of this particular color on, maybe I used a little too much shade, you know. It's very easy to get differing results from the same painter, even though you're following the same exact process.
Mm-hmm. And some of your stuff was painted not by you. So there is also that variation.
You did help me touch up several projects.
Oh, I mean, name.
Mystery. Yes, before I had all the free time in the world, I did use commission work to help me get projects finished when I didn't want to get it done.
What's the name?
It's a mystery.
Ah,
I mean, you know him.
I know him.
But I will say, even though I hate painting, painting is my least favorite part of the hobby. Doing it myself does give me more of a sense of pride.
Pro tip for you: do not try to cut balsa wood with scissors.
Yep. Proud of you. You hurt yourself?
I did not hurt myself.
Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't hurt yourself.
No one got hurt. But the wood. The wood did not really like. Up. There you go. Do you want the doors to be fancy, or do you want the doors to be,
Well, so what we could do is we do have an iron brush, so we could add more texture onto the wood.
Oh, that's 100% what's going to happen. That's not my question. You can make the doors look like barn door with
Like with this. Well, make it look like a church door. I don't know.
I don't know. You're the one who went to church. Okay, we'll do.
You are the one who said, "Hey, Brandon, aren't you happy you married somebody who has a lot of knowledge about
church and shit.
churches and shit?" And I'm like, "Well, I guess I am now. If you're gonna help me with this project."
That's a true statement. Crap.
You were able to just like identify rapid pace, like all these random churches. I'm like, well, that's cool because I've never been there. Like I've never been to, Istanbul before.
You've never been to my hometown church?
No. Not yet. Amazingly, actually.
Yeah. I agree with your amazingly statement. Boys only want love if it's torture. Oh, I am in my Taylor Swift phase, and I apologize for.
Ooh.
I know.
So yesterday, when we were working on this project, we listened to 16 different Taylor Swift songs in order to find out which Taylor Swift songs Eloise has listened to, and she listened to 10 of them.
I am not a Swiftie.
I think you're Swiftie.
If you know only the mainstream songs and the song that play in the supermarket when you buy vegetables,
That's all that matters.
does it make you a Swiftie?
Yes. Because what are songs that she's playing at her concert? She's playing the most popular ones.
No.
Yeah.
No.
She's going to focus on the new album, and then after the new album is mostly covered, then she focuses on on everyone's favorites. That's like how every single concert goes. Like whether it's Metallica, Madonna, or Michael Jackson or whomever, it's the same thing. They always mix in the new stuff with the old stuff. And the old stuff is never like the deep cuts. It's always going to be like, oh man, remember when you last heard this at the McDonald's?
Okay, let me check on my hometown church. Église, Cancale, Porte. which is the most random Google search. Show me your door.
Show me your door.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. Not what I thought would result. Okay. Well.
All right. Do you care to explain for somebody who's not actively looking at the computer screen? What happened?
OBS died when I tried to share the screen. Maybe, well, you guys will not see the door of my hometown church. That's the long and short of it. But we should be back. Maybe? Yeah, we're back. We're back. If only what Brad was there. I know, if only Brad was there to work the technology. So my hometown's church, the doorway is arched.
Here, you talk to them. I'm gonna take the dogs out because they're getting antsy.
Okay. My hometown's church, the door is the doorway is arched, but the door itself is a rectangle, like a barn door. That's not quite what I expected. So that's interesting. I guess life is never what you expect it to be. Your hometown church is like a box of chocolate, question mark? So I don't know what to do. I would love to look at the Notre Dame's church, but at this point I'm afraid of touching the computer. Yes, I did blow on tiny pieces of polystyrene because I'm smart. I help.
Yeah.
I did not try to remove a hair by blowing on all the tiny pieces of polystyrene. Because that would be really stupid, you know?
Are you there?
Alright, so let me try to see if I can. Looking at the bright side, today I learned that we can stitch a failed stream into the existing stream and we don't need to restart from scratch. Not that we plan on crashing the stream again.
It's inevitable. OBS just uses so much bandwidth. Like, it's very difficult.
No, it's I'm quite sure that it's an 808s. Same with Notre Dame of Paris. Wow, okay.
What's up?
The door shape.
I think the dogs are going antsy because there's someone in the back. The lady is taking care of her chickens in the backyard.
So if you look at the doors on Notre Dame de Paris, they are archway, but the doors are rectangular. If you look at, whoa, that's.
I do too.
If you look at Eloise's hometown, the door,
So how old is the church in your hometown?
How old is the church in my hometown?
Did you successfully defend us from the lady collecting chicken eggs?
We don't talk enough about the threats.
Chicken egg collection?
Yeah. 1727.
Okay, so Notre Dame is definitely older.
Oh yeah, very much so. But if you look, the door is an archway within an archway. That does not bring me joy, sir.
That's easy, Eloise.
Square door in rounded archway. I know. I've been told my whole life to not try to put square peg in round holes.
Have you seen that one video where the person's putting all the shapes in the same hole?
Put what? Everything in the same hole? Sorry.
Where it's like this lady who's like, "Oh, good job! You put the square in the square
Oh
hole.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah,
you
yeah.
put the rectangle in the square hole, then the circle in the square hole."
Exactly that.
I feel like you're an engineer, so you have that.
Yeah, but that does not bring me joy. That's not the aesthetic I was going for. May I get the ruler, please, if you're not using it anymore?
I need to go summon the Zoe to get back inside.
Thank you. How tall do we make it? 2.5. There you go. 2.5. There you go.
Summon.
The sadness. Okay, maybe not the most effective way of cutting it. This is extremely unsatisfying. Up. Mm. What is wrong with you, little computer? What you know like? Poor. You're poor. There we go. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Up. Most of the... Up. What had to happen, happened.
Stream crashing?
I really hope that people are looking at what you're doing and not what I'm doing, because I did something very unsatisfying. And then to try to fix it, I stuck the door to the table.
Proud of you.
I know.
Trial and error. It's the only way you learn how to do things.
I'm sure I'm learning a lot. Up. Are you going to Adepticon, Mr. Probability?
I don't believe he wouldn't, but who knows? Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised.
Up. So what's your plan, Brendan, besides making doors? Because it always cannot make doors, apparently.
So I would like to finish this quarter of the stone tile um, tonight and then let it cure so I can texture it and Mod Podge it first thing in the morning. And then,
Oh, you don't want to texture and Mod Podge it tonight so that it's dry by tomorrow morning?
well, it depends on how. So I am using wood glue, which has less water content, so it should dry faster. So maybe. I don't know.
I am so proud of you.
We'll see. In an ideal world, I would like the Mod Podge and texture tonight, but it's 100% based on the glue drying.
And Mr. T is not going to Adepticon, unfortunately.
It's a big commitment.
It
It's
is.
a really fun event, though. Oh, it's so much fun. I have nothing but praise for Adepticon. There have been plenty of years where the terrain has not been good. It's to be said, we don't know if the terrain's going to be good this year, but it's a fun event. It's a fun event run by people who are very passionate about the hobby, all hobbies, painting, playing, uh, building, just every single hobby. Like, it's just a massive, well-run event. You see where the money goes. Prize support's fantastic, and it always sells out. Like, you could tell that it's an event run by people who truly care about the gaming community, and they continue to care about the gaming community to this day.
I'd like to make it to GW Open in Dallas. GW Open in Dallas, is it the same one that the one we went to?
So it's run by the same people. It's going to be it's similar style, but it's the one of the qualifying events for the World Championship.
Mm. Ugh. I don't know why you're saying that it has issues.
I mean, I know I have issues, but it doesn't help.
I got issues. Yeah. I am not trying to blind anyone or take any eye on the way out.
Good thing I'm all the way back here.
Yeah. Otherwise, you would be
A casualty of the door war.
Well, it feels like a war right now because I basically have to. I don't know how I'm going to fill in the top.
Can you show me what you're doing so I can try to help you?
Good Lord. There was a lot of energy in the house, out of the blue. And what on earth? And Mr. T will more likely be at Lone Star Open. I did not leave good memories at Lone Star Open. I had good memories. But I'm quite sure.
You and the bartender were best friends.
Yes.
I never saw Eloise purchase so many $10 or $11 cocktails before.
She was making those cocktails good.
Well, yeah.
Impromptu door tutorial. Yep. So what I am trying to do. Ah, there you go. So. If you look at have you seen the door of the Saint Notre Dame and my hometown?
Yeah, it's rectangular and there's an arch.
Yes. So I want to do rectangular doors
Uh-huh.
and find a way to fill in the top,
Okay.
which I think I just answered my own question. Let me try to go and corral the dogs. I leave you alone with Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Let me zoom in so that...
They're going a little crazy outside.
Maybe I cannot zoom you in. If you hear screaming in French, it has nothing to do with me going to go check on the dogs.
With everything to do with I'm in danger.
Blink twice.
Ah! Not again! Not on stream, Eloise!
Try it like that.
Is the light back on?
The live is back on, and I will need to go and hide in a corner to listen if the sound is crappy to hell.
Okay. Are we back on? Or are we still... I'll be back.
We are back on because that's the only way for me to check the sound, which is unfortunate. Yeah, he's making great progress on the pavers. He's going to be done by tonight. The only question is, will the glue be dry?
Maybe.
There is no high pitch feedback.
Turns out when you find the way to cancel the sound, it works.
Turn out when you find the filter that cancels it out, it cancels it out.
Amazing.
Who would have thunk?
I mean,
Up, there we are. We're back, baby. So, doors. I will need...
hey, before getting frustrated over this,
I am not frustrated.
before you get frustrated over this, there's a Stutson Studio video that you can watch where he makes doors like this.
I know. I've watched it. That's what I'm trying to do. Thank you, Stutson. I'm just not very good at repeating tutorials. However, I am very good at breaking the thing. Thank you, Mr. T. He says the T is the G. The sound is good for him too. Fixed it.
I like how you can call him by his like first name, you can call him by his like username. You're just like, you're Mr. T. Have some chains. We're good.
Okay. PR0B4.
Probability.
So, Mr. T, we agree. Okay. So. There you go. And we can put some like Eagle Imperial stuff on top here. Okay.
You got it?
I think actually I don't like it. It looks like a garage door.
Well, you got to add your little jewels onto it to give door handles. No, I think you need more details. So I think you put a beam
Wait. We need to be on your screen as well.
or painting over this, right?
Yes.
So you rough it up. You can put a beam here, beam there, and like one there, or something like that, where there's like a cross pattern. And then you could put little dots. .
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that it's one door all the way down. I would like for it to be two smaller doors. So I'm going to make a frame. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay.
I believe in you. You got this. You're more of a perfectionist than I am, so, you know.
I am not a perfectionist. I just like it when things look good. Are you going to use that?
You're good. Go ahead.
So if I'm honest with you, Mr. T, the thing for the sound died, and it was plugged in, and I do not know why it died. And let me. And it then would not charge at all, not at all, and then it magically restarted charging. So I do not know what I did to fix it, but it's fixed.
Use a different charger.
No, because it did not work at the beginning with a different charger. So
I don't know. The mystery.
I know. Okay. Ouch. Ouch.
Are you okay?
Everything is fine. Oops. Praise you, Messiah. Praise the Emperor. We still need to learn how to play tarot.
Yep. So there's an RTT next weekend, so we got to register for that.
I still need to learn how to play before I go to a RTT.
I think going to the RTT and just rolling with it's the best way to learn.
And I think you're wrong. Can I please get more than one game before going to a tournament?
Yes.
I don't feel that I'm being that demanding, you know?
So demanding. If I look up demanding in the definition, that right there is what would pop up.
Wanting more than
One game.
wanting more than one game
Yeah.
before going to a tournament. Yeah.
So what's your work schedule looking like this week? Because that's really going to be the biggest determining factor.
Just show up and get kicked around. Yeah, that's what will happen if I don't put in more than one game. What is my work schedule looking like?
Because if you're working late every single day, it's not going to happen.
Well, that's why I wanted to play yesterday and today.
Well, we
Choices were made.
you know, there's this thing called illness, you know, just kind of.
You're faking
I've
it.
only been sick for, I'm going on 15 days now.
So we wanted to stream yesterday, and practice, but Brendan decided to cough up a lung instead. It was a conscious decision.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to teach and be entertaining on stream if I'm literally hacking up a lung.
Who needs lungs anyways?
I mean, a lot of people do.
You say that because you're not a fish. You're just jealous because you're not a fish.
Fish lives matter? I don't know. I don't have gills. I don't think we developed the technology to give humans gills yet.
Actually, I kind of wish we had labyrinths, like betta fish, where you can breathe at the same time in water and in air. That's pretty cool.
There are a lot of sci-fi tropes that are based on the fact that humans, could theoretically breathe underwater.
You and Old Man Brad. Yeah. Well, Old Man Brad has been under the weather since he was born, but Brendan.
I was prepared to stream on Wednesday. I had everything set up. I don't even know what I was going to do.
That
No, I was probably going to pay my models.
you said you would be working on the display board. Arr! You can do it. There you go. I thought you said you would be working on the display board.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to excuse me. It's kind of hard to show like what I'm working on.
That's why you were using the big setup. Mm. Ah, so how are you doing on your pavers?
I'm getting there.
Good. How many more rows?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really working in rows because I'm putting some vertically intermixed with horizontal to break up and make it more visually appealing.
You're not working
I'm using
in
different
rows?
thicknesses. Well, they're all different size rectangles and squares. Like measuring this in rows isn't the most accurate way of measuring. I'm jumping around a bit too.
When you're done with your part, we're gonna call it. Because my first meeting is at 6:30 new time tomorrow morning.
That's gross.
I know.
Like, who would schedule a meeting at that time?
The person who does not know when time changes.
Are you implying that that was you?
No.
Do you have to be in the office for this meeting?
Very much so. It's the all hands meeting. It's around the.
Yeah, that sounds like a really bad idea, Louise.
An architect designed that paver, partner. Yes, sir. Not a real civil engineer. Curse architects.
Nah, an architect would do a better job than I am.
Which Brennan has no clue what we are talking about. Brennan does not watch Real Civil Engineer. Real Civil Engineer is like a knockoff Bifa.
I know what you're talking about. I don't watch it, but I know.
A guy who draws a lot of very, very strong shapes. All right. Let's shim that baby.
Shim, shim, shim.
Shimmy, shimmy, yo. Shimmy, yay.
I miss Shimio.
Is shimmy, yo not a thing anymore in the
He
new?
is. It's just that Dark Angels are terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. And shimmy, yo is only with Dark Angels?
Yeah. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. So the Shimio you're referring to is the Samael, no?
Yeah.
Or the bike captain. Or
Yeah.
sorry, the bike champion.
Samael?
So Samael exists. But Dark Angel, he can only be taken to Dark Angels, and Dark Angels are objectively awful right now.
What flavor of engineer am I? I am a mechanical engineer and an industrial engineer. I have both degrees. Because I was bored in school and in France, the government gives you money to go to school.
It's pretty cool.
And I was getting drunk a lot. So I got a chance to do a second degree for just one more year. So I did. Up. 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 What flavor of engineer? The not very tasteful engineer. The mechanical engineer.
The worst.
Oh, the best. Depends on how you look at it.
The drunkest.
The drunkest.
The drunkest while being valedictorian engineer. I don't.
That is a true statement. In mechanical engineering, you can be those two are not mutually exclusive. I don't know in the other flavors of engineering. I can tell you that in mechanical engineering, those two are not, capital M, mutually exclusive. Up. Let's cut it here.
I know, Bleepy. Your dinner time's coming up soon. Actually, are you hungry, Eloise?
Am I hungry? No, we had a very decent lunch.
Or is it because you had ice cream?
No, it's because we had a very, very decent lunch. It has nothing to do with the 1,500 calories ice cream that we chucked down 2 hours ago.
Okay. I think I'm at the point where I unfortunately have to cut more stone out.
Okay. You have a lot in the here.
They're all small. I need big ones mixed with small ones. Not much for it, but
Yeah, I do not know anyone who went to engineering school
that
sober.
would hit me in the eye.
Steam freeze? Did the steam freeze? No, we're actually here. We're back to excellent connection. This time it's not us. Shoot.
Is it live? Like live up to the minute live?
Live. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Mr. T's phone just froze. Up. Come on. I love these glue, but I hate these glue.
What glue are you using?
The good one. I love this glue because it's thick and it does not take too long to dry. But I hate this glue because it's thick and it takes forever to fall into the...
Are you using sticky tack?
Yeah.
It does take a while. All right. Okay.
Up. Up. I can do it. So we are going to stream, hopefully this week, more Tau games. Because I still need to...
So what day do you want to play? Because once again, it's based on your schedule. If you're working late.
I'm not working late. I'm working early, which is worst in my book.
Yeah.
At some point this week, my boss and his boss are going to be in the plant, so
That sounds bad.
probably we'll go for dinner.
Why are they coming to your plant?
Because we're the problem child.
It's not a, hey, Billie Jean is interested in your position.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. You know, the world is our oyster. Up. So, what do we think? Let me show you, Brandon. What do you think?
Okay. They look like doors. I think they just need little doorknobs.
Yes. There should be sort of doorknobs. There should be some cock to fill in the gaps. Oh yeah, I hate going in early. And I made a poll in my management team. I'm like, hey guys, because mornings suck, with a capital S, do we want to do the town hall meetings in the morning or at night? And I was the only one working for the voting for the morning. So guess what? So yeah, for the door handles, we are using earrings back. Actually, since it's a fancy church, we are going to use those ones. They are fancier. There you go. Yeah, when my people voted to do the town hall early, I was really about to say, okay, boomer. It's not because you don't sleep in the morning that everybody has to get up early.
Also, daylight savings time is the worst. They're worse than Outriders. And everyone knows how much I love Outriders. I don't know why we're still doing daylight savings time. It's literally, it's stupid. It makes absolutely no sense.
I'm quite sure that at this point of human development and how many people work late versus get up early, daylight saving time actually has the opposite effect than the intended one.
Farmers don't even use it. and that's a myth. Like everyone's like, oh, it's because of the farmers. Chickens need to have their, eggs collected, and cows need to be milked regardless of what it fucking says on the clock. That's why I just think it's dumb. It's something that they used for World War II that didn't actually like save any energy, and now we're just like too stubborn to admit that we're wrong. Like,
Tell me how you really feel.
I think it's stupid,
Oh,
and I don't understand why it's still a thing.
it is terrible.
I also don't understand why Columbus Day is still a thing, but that's also.
Are you still using the ruler?
You can go ahead and use it.
Thank you. It is terrible.
Like Christopher Columbus didn't discover shit, so why does he have a holiday? It's like the perfect like holiday towards mediocrity.
You know, the thing is not that whether he discovered it first or not. The thing is that he called dibs.
Yeah, so did the Vikings. The Vikings called dibs too.
They did not call dibs.
Yes, they did.
They saw it. They did not call dibs.
They landed and put establishments here. There's Viking relics in Minnesota. That's why the Minnesota Vikings are a thing. There's a reason why there's certain Native American tribes that have blonde hair and blue eyes. They totally called dibs. You know who also called dibs? Native Americans who were already here.
I have a super bad jokes about blonde hair, blue eyes, and the Argentina and all that good things.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. I'm picking up what you're putting down, and we're not doing that. Mm-mm. I already have to be worried about being swatted because you want to, Google burning down fucking churches.
Come on, fit.
That's what I say sometimes when I put my pants on.
I know that feeling, bro. I know that feeling.
Come on, fit.
I'm not trying to get the stream canceled. That's why I did not say the jokes.
Yeah, that's why I said you're not saying the joke to confirm that we're indeed not doing this today.
I mean, there are 3 viewers. How terrible would it be if we managed to get canceled with 3 viewers,
Pretty impressive, actually.
There are 3 viewers. Probability, Eloise, and the FBI, because we said we're gonna burn down basically.
No, we did not say that, Eloise. Please stop. I really don't want to deal with this because you're going to do it and you're going to be at work, and then I'm going to have to deal with the repercussions of this. That sounds awful.
You know what? If the FBI is raiding us for that, they really have too much free time on their hand.
No, it'll be the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. They're going to be like, you threatened the what? Nothing. Just go back to your office.
We did not threaten. We said that if you do, you're going to have marbles everywhere on the floor, which allows you to match with the bases.
Now she's trying to justify what she said.
Map. You know, the foam made the thing structural, but the areas where you don't have foam, I'm literally sticking into thin air.
So is the foam a good thing or a bad thing?
The foam is a good thing. The lack of foam is a bad thing. The lack of foam makes things a little bit more woohoo. Okay. We can do it. Ah. I hate this glue. Oh, you're doing so much progress.
Yeah, I'm done with this area. Done before one door was completed.
No, I finished one door.
All right.
I'm working on the second one now. I would be making significantly more progress if the glue was not herp derpy.
Yes, sometimes you have to herp the dirt.
Herp. You're done. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning it up now.
Nice.
Actually, the glue is still wet in some spots, so. Alrighty. Alright, so what time is it?
It is 9:13.
9:13.
Which means that I already should be in bed. Oops. Well, I guess tomorrow you're going to do a tutorial on.
Alright, so let's take a picture. So let's talk about next steps for me, since you're going to be going to bed soon and the stream's going to be over.
So what are the next steps for you?
Well, that's why I want you to like look around for like 2.5 seconds.
Yes. I am ready to look around for 2.5 seconds.
So the basic courtyard area is done.
Yeah.
What do you think I should put here? I think I was talking about it, then the sound cut off. So in most like cathedral areas, they have, you know, like the promenade, and then they have like a park area, like with
Bushies.
bushes.
So, what you can do, what I have seen done, is take the 1.5-inch pink foam, cut a brick of it, like a low brick,
Uh-huh.
put it as a, yeah,
Yeah,
and cover it with the curly flock, and it makes it look like a bush.
bush. Yeah. And then I think for this area, I'll continue the stone up here, where the entrance of the church would be.
Okay.
But we could do that later. I don't have to do that right now. And how's your project coming along, Eloise?
I have one door made. One door that's a waste of glue. But I do believe that with a little bit of love and a lot of force, it will work. I need to make one more door, like door panel, to finish this one and for the third one. But that's a problem for not today, Eloise, because tomorrow morning we wake up at 5:30. And the presentation for tomorrow morning is not finished yet.
That sounds important.
Yeah, details. It's 90-some%. Up. Alright, so let me put you back on Brendan's face so that he can do the closing comments.
The closing comments.
Well, first, let me put you like that. So right now they have the big overhead.
Yep. So at the start of this project, I was just beginning to work on finishing out this cobblestone pattern in this courtyard area. I'm going to let it dry before doing anything else, but I'm going to texture it with a piece of aluminum, like crunched up, and just texture it to give it a stone look. We're going to get Eloise situated, maybe have some dinner, and then the next step for me is I'm going to put cobblestone texture here and make some garden beds here and here just to make it look more appealing and interesting. And if I could get the cobblestone done here and the 2 garden beds built tonight and get everything Mod Podge, I think I'll be in a pretty good spot. So I'm pretty excited how it's coming out. And we have, what day is today? Today's the 10th?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, happy Mario Day.
Happy Mario Day.
It's a little belated, but happy Mario Day. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's coming out. It's a lot of work ahead of me. I don't even know if this will fit 4,000 points of Tau, just because of how many tanks we're bringing, but we'll make it work. It'll look good.
And now you're transitioning into your nice face. My nice face.
My nice face. So I plan on doing some streaming at some point in time. If I need to make doors, do a door tutorial, I'll make a door tutorial. If I need to talk about, Mod Podging or do an overview of the progress, I'll post all that on my social media feeds. So it'll be on Still Frosty Gaming on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed.
You should probably subscribe. Yep. If you want to see me do tedious projects such as laying at least 500 pieces of styrofoam, I might do a count later. We'll see. Be sure to subscribe. Tell me how many pieces of styrofoam I actually have down here.
That's
it's a lot.
Probably quite a bit. Yes, the dogs are sneaking up on the stream.
They want food.
Say hi. Say hi.
Those are you. Come here. You come here. No? Okay.
All
right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It's always a pleasure. And this is Brandon, and I'm joined by my lovely wife, Eloise, and Tutu, and Blizzard.
And Zoe.
Hi, Zoe. And thank you for watching Still Frosty Gaming.
See you guys later. Bye.